Hello, my name is Jeb Brooks with the Brooks Group, and in this two-part webinar series, we're going to be discussing disengaged salespeople. In part one, we're going to talk about how you can identify a disengaged salesperson before he or she becomes fully disengaged. And in part two, we're going to discuss how to re-engage those salespeople. Our clients have been asking us questions like these for years. They wonder, how do I motivate my salespeople so they meet their set goals? How do I get my salespeople to sell the way I sell? They're common questions because being a sales manager isn't easy. Whether you manage a team of 3 salespeople or 30, you have to understand the unique characteristics of each member of your team so you can work with them individually and as a group. Disengagement among salespeople is a growing concern for many sales managers because these salespeople are not doing all they can for the team. They're not actively involved with their jobs. A disengaged salesperson isn't continuously working to go above and beyond their specified role. They're not growing. According to the Gallup organization, only 30% of all employees in the U.S. are fully engaged. And of course that means that 70% of all employees are disengaged to some degree within their current job. That's costing companies $300 billion a year in productivity. So how does a salesperson on your team become disengaged? Often, it's associated with an event, like a new manager, a change in responsibilities, sometimes even a promotion. While these aren't the only factors that can contribute to disengagement, there are a few of the key problems. Keep in mind that salespeople, and nobody really, comes into a role expecting to be unhappy or unsuccessful. Rather, disengagement is a process. It stems from larger issues. So how do you know whether a member of your team is becoming disengaged? Well, before they become fully disengaged, a salesperson will start to show signs that they're unhappy. Some of these signs include things like changes in their outward behavior. Pay attention to the members of your team. Do you notice any differences in their behaviors? Do they suddenly seem stressed? Are they more critical when that wasn't a characteristic that they displayed in the past? Are they pulling away from their job? This is why it's important to get to know your salespeople and recognize when their behavior changes. Keep an eye out for declines in work quality and productivity. An example might be a salesperson who isn't getting all of their calls made on time, or they're only doing the bare minimum instead of going the extra mile and doing the best work you know they're capable of. You might see increased sick days or health concerns. Monitor how often a salesperson is sick. Are they becoming sick more frequently? Maybe this is a sign that they're just not wanting to be in the office and are pushing away from their job. Do you notice salespeople who take longer lunches or breaks from work? When they become disengaged, some employees will come into work a little later, maybe by only 10 minutes, but they might also leave a few minutes before 5 or take longer lunches. Salespeople might stretch their sales calls longer than necessary. All of this just to avoid coming into the office. Another thing to watch for are salespeople who complain that expectations are unclear. Some disengaged employees will become extremely negative. They'll complain that their manager isn't guiding them or say that their manager doesn't understand what it takes to be in sales. The salesperson will only see the negative and complain that they don't know what's expected of them. So keep an eye out for these signs of disengagement before they become a more serious problem. Of course, there are many other signs that an employee is unhappy and becoming disengaged. And quite frankly, it's the responsibility of the sales manager to recognize these signs and confront them before full disengagement becomes inevitable. The good news is that it is possible to re-engage a salesperson before they hit the final stage of disengagement and begin actively looking for a new job. If you enjoyed learning about how to deal with disengaged salespeople, be sure to join us for the Brooks Group's Sales Management Symposium. Disengagement on a sales team is just the tip of the iceberg of the many problems that sales managers have to face in their roles. The Sales Management Symposium is a 2-day hands-on training program designed specifically for sales managers. It's focused on teaching sales managers specific methods for leading a sales force. Some of the topics that you'll learn include the best practices of great sales organizations, 10 guiding principles for effective coaching, and ways to establish clearer expectations. Now, this is only a preview of what to expect if you attend the Sales Management Symposium. There's a great deal of content that will be discussed, and class sizes are small so that we can tailor conversation specifically to the issues you're facing. The goal of this symposium is not for our team to tell you what to do, but rather show you how to apply our success-proven techniques to your sales force. For more information, visit us on the web at www.brooksgroup.com or give us a call at 800-633-7762. We look forward to seeing you at the next Sales Management Symposium here at the Brooks Group, where your sales success is our life's work.